is time to rescue Nigeria. Distinguished convention delegates, party men and women have taken time to remind us of all our cherished history as a party, not just for the mention of names of those who should be in our Hall of Fame, but to remind us and Nigerians that we have a heritage of lofty ideals and a history of courage. We have always been there for Nigeria and its perilous time of need. We are not just a vehicle of winning election, but a symbolism for free, democratic, and prosperous Nigeria that works for every citizen. We have demonstrated our commitment to these time-tested ideals that Nigeria have every reason to trust us enough more than a contraption that was formed solely for purpose of winning election and around the personal ambition of certain individuals bereft of the knowledge of what to do with the victory. The PDP has traversed multiple stages of institutional consolidation that places it far ahead of other political parties in Nigeria. In spite of any setback, the party has remained afloat and waxing stronger, with all its statutory organs functioning, from the BOT to the National Working Committee and the neck of the party. Other contraptions cannot boast of same credentials. For Nigerians and present APC-led government is all head bent or eroding the country into multifaceted recession in all fronts, from the economy to governance, national security to diplomacy, poverty to unemployment, anti-corruption to the observance of the rule of law, citizenship to national cohesion, etc. Indeed, the country has never had it this bad. That Nigeria is better far with PDP in power is not in doubt. That the people relish on those golden moments when the PDP held sway at the center is not also in doubt. That citizens are yearning for return of PDP at the center as the 2023 election draw nearer is equally not in doubt. We therefore have a duty not to disappoint our teaming supporters. We have to take back our country as we have always done. We have to save Nigeria. If we should force the country out of the clutches of the military, we can do this one hog tax. Push the people who don't know the true definition of good governance and national coexistence out of power. This is Nigeria Rescue Mission. This is the role of PDP that was invited to play. The 2021 National Convention presents a starting point for Nigeria Rescue Mission. I commend the decision of all organs of the party, especially the BOT, the National, the NEC, for recognizing that the party has a beautiful chance to reinvent itself with this convention. In accordance with the dictates of our party guidelines and constitution, the 2021 National Convention Committee, which I have the honor and privilege to chair, was constituted and inaugurated by NEC on the recommendation of the National Working Committee. It is a committee loaded with able men and women, passionate about the success of the party and development of Nigeria. I must commend and appreciate the leadership of the team, which I have the honor of working closely with, from the ones in the Central Committee to those at the subcommittee level. Worthy of mention and my colleagues, the Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Duridiri, who I prefer to call my co-chairman, and the Governor of Oyo State, Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, the Secretary of the Committee. We are accomplishing this task with ease because of your collective commitment and zeal. For your excellencies, who are indeed a squad, I can go to any war, anytime, any day. The committee was inaugurated on the 17th of September with a timeline to conduct the convention on the 30th and 31st of October. Less than 2 months to plan, with a work plan that was again dependent on the outcome of the report of zoning committee. Even though the duration to plan was presumed short, the committee went all out and ensured that the deadline is met. That is why we are all here today. Distinguished delegates, party leaders, upon our inauguration, we went boots on and ensured every minute is optimized on the course of this assignment. We formed 15 subcommittees to deliver on specific tasks, with membership drawn from the rich human resources base which the party is endued with. The task was broken into pieces and allocated to these subcommittees for delivery. The Central Committee, which I chair, remained at the center and provided the necessary coordination which every project of this nature required. Today, I am very happy to note that all the pieces are locking together as planned, and we are set to have a successful convention. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, party leaders, I want to bring to your notice that the National Convention of the political party is usually a moment to take tangible decisions on the fate and direction of the party. These decisions are mostly institutional, constitutional, and electoral in nature. It is in this spirit that I want to brief you on the activities leading to the election. According to the report of the screening subcommittee headed by the former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mohammed Adoke, FCN, 34 candidates indicated interest for various national positions in the party, out of which 28 were cleared, 2 withdrew voluntarily, and 4 were disqualified. The Screening Appeal Committee, under the leadership of distinguished Senator Ike Ikweremadu, has also submitted its report. I am glad to tell you that this is the least acrimonious convention ever in the history of the party. There are 21 positions to be contested for, and we are expecting a total of 3,600 delegates across the country to elect these officials who will pilot the affairs of our party. I call on all delegates to vote wisely, as today's decision has a direct bearing on the strength of the party walking into the future. Fortunately, the choices before us have been made easier by the power of consensus, which is an integral part of our processes. That most of the positions have emerged with single contestants is not only a pointer to our bond of familyhood, but a demonstration of our entrenched democratic culture and strength, determined to soldier on in unison. The political sportsmanship in our party has been elevated to more sophisticated level. I want to, on behalf of my team, appreciate most profoundly my colleagues, the PDP governors, for being handy at all times on matters of collective concern as we march to this point. I am particularly happy that the governors and the leadership of the party have met with the great women of PDP. We have collectively agreed on the best way to implement the provisions of the 35% affirmative action as required by our Constitution in the next convention. Beside the position of the woman leader, the next constitutional amendment must clearly state the positions that could be reserved by way of statutory consensus to the women. This is to guarantee that the fight put forward by our women is not lost at all. The PDP, as always, is the most gender-sensitive political party in Nigeria. At this point, on behalf of the committee, and indeed all organs of the party, and our teaming supporters across the country, I want to thank the outgoing members of the National Working Committee for leading the party successfully. The party is internally grateful and will continue to keep you patronage whenever the need arises. As a resourceful custodian of the institutional memory of our great party, it is hoped that you make the process of the transfer of such cherished memories to your successors, who are likely to emerge here today, seamless. Let me quickly add that as a law-abiding party, we are conscious of the subsistence of your tenure until December 9th, 2021. Well, we hope to conduct and declare election results on this convention. The winners of today's election must have to wait till December 9th, 2021 to be sworn into office. This is to enable the subsisting National Working Committee to exhaust their statutory tenure of office and to ensure a smooth transition into the party. This convention will also not give us the opportunity to make and adopt amendments to the Constitution. This is because we are foreseeing a need for more amendments after the new Electoral Act passed by the National Assembly is signed into law. We are therefore deferring votes on constitutional amendments to a special convention to be held on any convenient day next year to be decided by NEC. Distinguished delegates, party leaders, loyalists, let me use this opportunity on behalf and of the National Convention Committee and all subcommittees reassure you of a hitch-free, transparent, fair national convention. To our partners in the democratic enterprise, especially the observers, both local and international, members of the diplomatic community, I welcome you all as you become witnesses to this testament of the entrenched democratic culture which has become the hallmark of our great party, the People's Democratic Party. Let us together rescue Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
PDP! PDP! Power to the people! Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that very detailed welcome address to this 2021 National Convention of our great party. That is the chairman of the convention, His Excellency Right Honorable Amadou Fintiri. We are going to listen to the acting national chairman of our great party, Honorable Elder Yomi Akurumi, for his own welcome address and also to declare the 2021 National Convention open. Mr. Chairman, sir. The National Working Committee members are hereby invited to join the acting national chairman on the podium to deliver the 2021 National Convention address.
PDP! by the acting national chairman of the PDP at the elective national convention of 30th to 31st October 2001. The former Vice President of the Federal Republic, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, our able governors, the good leaders of PDP, our able National Assembly members, both Senate and Rep, all other protocols duly extended. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome our team members of PDP family in Nigeria to this very historic event of our elective national convention. Today is a day that a new leadership of our party will emerge. And by the grace of Almighty God, the leadership that will lead us to the victory come 2023 general election. I am personally happy to associate myself with the winning party in the coming 2003 election. I call on all PDP members to come together, bury our personal, individual, and collective differences, and put the PDP and the interest in Nigeria above all considerations. We all know the disturbing, uncomfortable condition and situation Nigeria are in today due to our loss of power. The APC-led government is so clueless that Nigeria needs better hand to get them out of this mess. I believe we can do it because we have done it before. I cannot address this elective national convention without paying tribute to our state governors, who are the pillars of support of our party. Special commendation to our dogged members of National Assembly. Distinguished senators and honorable members of House of Reps, leaders and stakeholders of our great party. I want to especially thank members of my colleagues, the National Working Committee members, and all staff who work with us during our years in office. I sincerely thank everyone who have come to this elective convention. I pray to God to lead this convention to a successful end. On behalf of the outgoing National Working Committees, and by the power conferred on me by God and the PDP Constitution, I, Akiwumi Iwayemi Festus, hereby declare this elective convention open. God bless PDP. God bless the Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all.
That has been a very inspiring speech by our most esteemed national chairman, albeit in acting capacity of the PDP, Elder Yomi Akinomi, an elder in whom we are well and truly pleased. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while this process was going on, we've seen the arrival of notable figures in our party, the PDP. Amongst them is the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, His Excellency Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, the Governor, His Excellency of Sokoto State. Of course, you will not miss the presence in our midst of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Barrister Nyesom Ezenwo Wike. Right now, we will continue with the recognitions, but I would like to respectfully invite the National Auditor of the PDP, Alhaji Mai Adamu Mustafa, to come and give his auditor's report. We in the PDP believe in transparency. We live transparency. We practice what we preach, which is transparency. We also are not only apostles or proponents of accountability, we practice what we preach. We are a party that is accountable. We are a party that is responsible. We are a party that will present facts and figures. We are a party that will bring about all the calculus, that will convince one and convince all that we are not here for a jamboree. We are here for real business. We await the report of the National Auditor of our great party, Alhaji Mai Adamu Mustafa. To jama'a kamar yadda na faɗa a harshen Nasara, barin gani kaɗan ko zan iya fashin baki da Hausar da harshen Hausa. Kamar yadda na yi bayani, wannan jam'iyya ta PDP jam'iyya ce wacce ta kafu akan tsarkakakken manufa na adalci, manufa na tabbatar da cewa an shimfiɗa abin da ya dace wa jama'a, manufa na keke da keke ga wuta ga masara, ba manufa na mamunga ba, ba manufa na kuskunda ko tsumbure ba, ba manufa na shaci faɗi ba. Nan gaba kaɗan za ku ji jawabi, za ku ji fashin baki daga bakin ma'aji na ɓoye wato auditor na jam'iyyar PDP, inda zai zo ya bada bayani sisi bayan sisi, kobo bayan kobo, naira na bugun naira, game da yadda wannan jam'iyya ta tafiyar da ayyukanta, musamman yadda suka shafi kashe kuɗi ko kasafinsu ko sarrafa su ko muhimman ayyuka da suka jibanci aikin kuɗi. To kamar yadda na faɗa ɗazu-ɗazun nan, jama'a bila adadin ta darzazo ta shigo cikin wannan sansani na Eagle Square danganin taro na musamman wanda za a yi zaɓe na jigogi na wannan jam'iyya na sharan fage. Dole a yi sharan fage saboda kamar yadda na faɗa daga baya, zaɓe mai zuwa ba zaɓe ba ne tsakanin PDP da APC. A'a, ba zaɓe ba ne tsakanin PDP da wata ma jam'iyya ko wasu 'yan jam'iyya 'yan tara gutsansu haka nan da can. Zaɓe ne tsakanin jam'iyya mai adalci, jam'iyya mafi goyon baya, tsakanin jam'iyyar PDP da uwar bari. Zaɓe ne tsakanin jam'iyyar PDP da uwar bari, saboda idan mutum bai ji ba ai yana gani, idan kuwa ya gani ya isi shaida. Duk wanda ya zo ya tadda jaki a gefen fili ya dube shi da kyau zai ga tabo bugun jiya. Saboda haka in kana yi ka yi da wanda ya iya, wanda ya saba, wanda yake gwani. Ka yi da wanda yake gwani, wanda aka san shi, wanda yake gwarzo, wanda yake da bajinta, wanda yake da zalaka, wanda yake da zalama, wanda yake da jini a jika, wanda yake da iyawa, wanda zai tafiyar da harkokin dimokuraɗiyya. A wannan tafiya babu kamar PDP. Jama'a haka ne? PDP! A'a, wallahi an wannan bai yi ba. PDP! Power! To na tabbata gaskiya an yi sharan fage. A majin jam'iyya yana kusa.
Distinguished party delegates, Your Excellencies, we are still waiting for the national auditor, but in the meantime, we'll invite the national secretary of our great party to present the state of the party. Senator Ibrahim Umaru Sauri, Commander of the Order of Niger. National Secretary, sir.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم سيدنا مولانا طاهر المصطفى محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد. Your Excellency, the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Elder Yemi Akinwumi, the Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, Distinguished Senator Suleiman Nazif Gamawa, the Convention Organizing Committee Chairman and Co-Chair, they are our governors, I will call them our performing governors. The former Vice President and the 2019 presidential candidate of this great party, Atiku Abubakar, former presiding officers of the National Assembly, members of the National Assembly, members of the National Working Committee that are to go in, my colleagues, leaders, elders, and stakeholders of the PDP, permit me to stand on the existing protocols. Mine is to give the stand of the party, the position, from the time we took over to date. It is my sincere pleasure to present this report on the state of our party to the 2021 elective national convention, in keeping with Article 36(1)(d) of the PDP Constitution as amended in 2017. In the last 4 years, the PDP has proved to be a resilient and growing party in spite of all efforts and tactics by the ruling party to state power to cripple the PDP. The party introduced and sustained reforms that have further endeared it to its teeming members and attracted new ones. Ladies and gentlemen, the party took necessary steps to deepen internal democracy, create a level playing field, while offering hope to Nigerians who have been victims of the disastrous misgovernance of the ruling party. The constitution of the party was amended in 2017 to widen the base of participation of party members and strengthen the internal running of the party. Political performance. The reforms improved the process and the integrity of congresses, as well as reduce complaints that usually plagued party exercises. On assumption of office in 2017, the National Working Committee inherited 11 governors. We are glad to report that after 2019 general elections, the party won 16 governorship seats. That was before the ruling party started implementing its policy of intimidation and harassment of some of our governors, aimed at calling them to join the ruling party. Since then, the party has won Edo State governorship election, senatorial, House of Representatives, and other elections. Your Excellencies, at the 2019 general elections, the PDP was the only party that fielded candidates for all elected positions in Nigeria. As part of our efforts to continue to ensure free, transparent, and fair primaries, the party introduced the pictured ballot papers. These are booklets containing the pictures of party aspirants at both the gubernatorial and presidential primaries. The party also employed pictured delegate tags and publication of delegates' names, as well as introduction of technologically driven accreditation exercise in our congresses and convention. For the first time, governorship primaries were conducted without litigations. Administration. Introduction of e-registration. Pursuant to Section 810 of our party's constitution, amended in 2017, which provides for computerized party register to ensure control and avoid fraud, the party developed a comprehensive customer relationship management solution for the youth of the party. Ladies and gentlemen, this e-registration committee is a noble and special committee under the able leadership of Governors Obaseki and as chairman and the chairman of this occasion as the deputy chairman. This exercise is one of its kind, and we are confident that the party database, once completed, will serve the party well. The registration would be done across the 809 wards in the country, with Edo, Anambra, Ekiti, and Oyo states as pilot states. A server has been introduced to keep electronic records of all executive members of our state chapters. The party adopted some measures to strengthen the administration of the party. The staff strength of the National Secretariat was reduced to save cost. The People's Democratic Institute had to be relocated to the headquarters. The accounts of the party for 2017, when we came on board, 2018, 2019, and 2020 have all been audited and filed with the relevant organs. During the period, the National Secretariat building was renovated to create conducive working environment. Directorate of Organization and Mobilization. This directorate has proved to be effective and committed that it set a record at the most vibrant. It made our Congress and Convention to reflect time, free, fair, and credible, with a clear example of 2018 Convention, where it was adjudged to be the most transparent ever conducted by any political party in Black Africa. We believe it will not only be sustained, but it will be improved. Directorate of Legal Services. This directorate has worked tirelessly during the life of the present National Working Committee, the outgoing. As an opposition party, we face legal challenges both within and outside the party. But the legal department was able to put legal arguments which made us won many, if not all, our court cases. The recent one being the case of Anambra governorship candidature, with the Supreme Court confirmed Valentine as the party candidate for November 6th Goodwill election in the state. Directorate of Finance. This directorate lives up to expectation during the life of this outgoing administration. Despite the financial challenges faced by parties in opposition, yes, the directorate was able to consolidate the financial transaction of the party satisfactorily. The directors, in collaboration with the audit directorate, were able to prepare the fixed asset register up to 2021, the first in the history of the PDP. Director of Audit. This directorate, despite the foster of funds and challenges faced by parties and opposition, was able to satisfactorily perform her functions. It was able to prepare auditor account for the party cutting across 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. All the auditor accounts have been forwarded to relevant organs and authorities. Director of Women Affairs. The Director of Women Affairs has organized many conferences, seminars, workshops, and summits with the intent of enlightening women to be engaged and participate in democratic and political activities in the country. The events yielded a lot of positive results, translating into what a man can do, a woman can do even better. To encourage women participation, the PDP has waived payment of nomination forms into any elective office to be contested by a woman. On the issue of 35% affirmative action, most, if not all, the PDP governors have met up in their appointive offices. The elective officers are also on the way soon, as the party encourages all eligible women to come out and contest to win election at the levels of government so that the equation becomes balanced. Director of Youth. The Youth Director organized and participated in a series of workshops and summits in conjunction with the National Democratic Institute, NDI, Westminster Foundation, WFD, International Republican Institute, IRI, and many other foundations on how to strengthen youth participation in politics and governance. The party instituted a PDP Youth Governance Assessment Team to monitor, evaluate, and publish youth participation governance under the platform for the PDP. The party also established youth action plan committees at all levels of the youth directorate, the national, the zonal, states, senatorial, local government, and wards. Ladies and gentlemen, PDP new National Secretariat Complex. Efforts were made to see to the completion of the new secretariat. However, this was stalled by paucity of funds. Gentlemen and ladies, the PDP new secretariat building is an edifice that will comfortably house the party national secretariat, as well as provide space for commercial leasing that will generate income to the party. The building is located in Central Business District of FCT on plot 243, Cadastral Zone A, which has an area of 7,114.39 square meters. The works under this project comprise the following. A, construction of a 12-story building within two number basement floors with at least 360 number car parking spaces. B, modern conference center facility with over 300 persons capacity with latest ICT facilities. C, IT and telecommunication services. D, internal and external electrical and mechanical services. And E, external works and beautification and landscaping of surroundings of the building. The overall average completion stage is about 62%. The contract for the project was awarded to Mrs. BNL Engineer and Construction Limited after all necessary diligence and due process. The company was in oversight on 20th April 2010, and work started in earnest with a view to finishing in a record period of 30 months, 126 weeks. The civil and structural works on the entire project has gone up to 98% completion level. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, I have to pay tribute to our state governors who are strong pillars of support to this great party. It is really difficult to oppose a clueless and vicious government like the present government, a government with the power, money, and vendetta. But yet, our governors are able to stand the intimidation and survive it. We are very proud of you, Your Excellencies. Special thanks go to the members of the National Assembly, former governors, former ministers, non-serving senators, elders, leaders, all critical stakeholders, women and youth. We also thank the media, social, electronic, and print for keeping democracy alive in this country. We have to also commend the security agencies and the international community for the role they are playing in seeing the survival of democracy in Nigeria despite all challenges. The PDP must pull together to deliver Nigeria from the dark spell that's fallen the country. Nigerians are looking up to PDP to deliver them from the misgovernance of the APC the same way our founders of the PDP under G34 rescued Nigeria from the military rule. I thank you. May God bless PDP and Nigeria. God bless us all. Thank you very much.
This is a huge appreciation to our most distinguished National Secretary, Senator Umaru Tauri. We now listen to the audit report as would be presented and as earlier introduced by the National Auditor, Alhaji Mai Adamu Mustafa. While we await the delivery of the report, may I respectfully invite the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Senator Wali Jibrin to start gracing the podium because he would be speaking afterwards, the National Auditor.
Mr. Chairman, my party leaders, Your Excellencies, I beg to stand on the established protocol. Mr. Chairman, members of the PDP, in keeping with Article 41, Section 1B, and 56, Section 1 of our Constitution, it gives me great pleasure to present the audited accounts of the party to this elective National Convention. Mr. Chairman, members, during the 4 years of our tenure, we audited the party's accounts and prepared the party's financial statements for the period of 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and duly submitted to INEC in compliance with Section 88A and B, Section 89, 1, 2, 3, Section 92, and Section 99 of the Electoral Act 2015 as amended. Details are contained in the reports. I therefore have the pleasure to present the accounts to this August convention. And I dare say this is the last report I am going to offer to this great convention in our tenure. God bless PDP, God bless Nigeria. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, National Auditor of our great party. We invite the chairman of the Board of Trustees of our great party is already coming, Senator Wali Jibrin, CON. While he's submitting his address, we want our leaders that will be giving Goodwill messages to get ready. Chairman of the Governors Forum, the Minority Leader of Senate of Federal Republic of Nigeria, and former Vice President. In that order, please you get ready. They will announce in due time. The Chairman of Board of Trustees is here with some members of the BOT of our great party, the conscience of the party. Senator Wali Jibrin, Commander of the Order of Niger, BOT Chairman.
The chairman of the National People Democratic Party, the chairman of the Governors Forum, national chairman of the Convention Committee, former presidents Namadi Sambo, Atiku Abubakar, party leaders, ambassadors, guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have the greater pleasure on this occasion to congratulate and send my best wishes to the People's Democratic Party, the greatest party in Africa, for this successful national convention. This convention called all our members to remain focused on one major commitment, that is, the party will return to its winning ways very well. It will return in 2023. Being an elective convention, it means our choices for the offices to contest for would be represent our inner conviction that PDP is on the path again. Our party's major challenge is to organize the party over the reins of power in 2023. Nigerians will surely be glad to come back to the unique qualities that the cover, the umbrella will give them. We all know that it takes to manage the businesses of governance. Our experience will surely count in reopposing the party for the management of Nigeria. In our road, in opposition, we have faced daunting challenges that will undermine our foundation and strength. But what we have seen instead has been a party that has faced in itself and determination to the fight. As a big party, we must all put our hands together to continually deepen our democracy and also defend those qualities that made Nigeria herein lies the way we will using to shed be bombarded to make umbrella of cheaper value. That is why the PDP, the power that is based on people, are meant for the people. Finally, I thank our great party members and West Wizards for their unalloyed support, contributing and sacrifice to our success of the National Convention. To the newly elected national officers of our party, I congratulate you all. I wish you a very successful tenure. Good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Board of Trustee Chairman, Senator Wale Jibril. Please, we have appealed earlier on that you have to stop your band, stop your music, so that we can listen to the addresses that have been submitted here by our leaders. I invite, on behalf of the governors of our great party, the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, former Speaker of House of Representatives, Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, Commander of the Federal Republic, for his address. His Excellency, please. You have to address the 2021 National Convention now. Your goodwill message, please. Right Honorable Waziri, we are waiting for you, sir. On behalf of the performing governors of our great party, your goodwill message is being expected now by distinguished party delegates of our great party, all the members and teaming supporters, members of the diplomatic corps, gentlemen of the press, and ladies and gentlemen are waiting for your goodwill message, sir. Please make way for the chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Sokoto State. Make way, please. Those who are blocking the eye. Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal. As he's getting ready to come, we'll be expecting the Senate Minority Leader immediately after him. Please stop drumming, stop drumming. Stop drumming, please. PDP! 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 Power to the people. Please stop drumming. We need the place to be a little bit at peace.
Hello, hello, hello. We want to please plead with our state delegates, state contingents. Please prevail on your drummers, prevail on your musicians to keep the drums silent for now. Because whenever speeches are going on, we discover that the drums tend to muffle the sounds of speeches. So it is important that we keep the drums silent for a while. DJ. Please. Lower the tone of the music. Please, those of you on drums, wherever you are, we are here for a national convention of the PDP. You have no business interrupting speeches with drums. We in the PDP family, we are an organized family. We are a family that is respectful of elders. We are a family that respects tradition. We are a family that respects conventions. We are here delivering our national convention. This is not a jamboree. Of course, we can party all night after we would have been done and dusted with the convention. But right now, it's serious business, gentlemen. It is serious business, dear delegates. It is not yet time for the drums. It is not yet time for the flutes. It is not yet time for us to interrupt speeches, to interrupt remarks with the sound of drums. We want to hear the words of wisdom from our leaders. We want to hear the words of commendation and the words of encouragement from our leaders. We want to be inspired by their own speeches. We want to relocate leadership from the corridors of the APC to the structures of the PDP. And we cannot be doing that when you get interrupted time and again. We want to appreciate all of you. I noticed that the drums have gone silent. That is the way to go. Jama'a muna gode muku waɗanda suke kaɗe-kaɗe da raye-raye da Allah a yi hakuri yanzu a tsagaita buɗe wuta. Lokacin da za a yi wannan yana nan tafe yanzu mun zo ne yin a taro na ƙasa gangami wanda yake da ma'ana. Saboda haka in kana kusa da wanda yake buga ganga ka ce masa da Allah ya yi hakuri. Sai an gama. In an gama za mu yi rawa mu rausaya mu cashe har sai safiya. Haka ne? PDP! PDP! Power!
The chairman of the PDP Governors Forum is here. Please, we are inviting the Senate Minority Leader, His Excellency Engineer Baribe, to come forward as well. His Excellency, sir.
Alhaji Garba, sanda kokari. PDP! PDP! PDP!
Power to the people.
Power to the people!
PDP.
Your Excellency, the National Chairman of our great party, Your Excellency, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, the Chairman, Convention Planning Committee and Governor of Adamawa State, His able Deputy, the Governor of Bayelsa State, the Secretary, the Governor of Oyo State, my other colleagues, governors of the PDP, former Vice President Atiku, Abubakar, Waziri Adamawa, all our respected leaders, delegates, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all. Allow me to start my intervention by recognizing and appreciating the chairman and members of the organizing committee of our convention and all those that have worked so hard in making this convention possible today. We say thank you, and we are also recognize and say a big thank you to all those young men and women that have volunteered to help by contributing their time, skills, and ideas. We thank you, and I would like to assure all the young people and everyone else across the country that the PDP is the party of the youth, and that this our great party will continue to work for the youth and for the future of Nigeria. I also want to thank all the leaders and members of the party that have worked to keep the party together. It is not easy to keep a great party like ours united. It is tough because we are a big party that has members from all parts of the country and with various interests and desires. Diverse as we are, it is however clear to me that we are at our best when we remember that we must remain focused and disciplined for the sake of our country and for the benefit of our fellow Nigerians across the world. In Nigeria, it is tough to remain united, focused and disciplined while being an opposition party. The temptation and allure of power can be overwhelming, and some have fallen along the way. So allow me to thank and congratulate all those who have found the strength to remain focused and disciplined to do the hard work that opposition requires. Analysts and observers agree that there are attempts to scuttle our unity as a party and as a people. There are people that are working to present us as weak and in disarray. But I am happy to report that, contrary to the naysayers, the PDP today is the strongest and most cohesive party in Nigeria. I am happy to report that those that want to divide and weaken us are the ones falling, and we are winning by the grace of God. Allow me also at this point to welcome members of our party. They are here because they want to work for a better, new members of our party. They are here because they want to work for a better and more prosperous Nigeria. They are here because they realize that the PDP is the best platform to move Nigeria forward. We say welcome to them, and we encourage other patriots and concerned Nigerians to join us in the PDP to move Nigeria forward. We shall soon be welcoming more members to our party, and I encourage all our members across the country to be prepared to welcome more members. Our country, Nigeria, and indeed our continent, Africa, is worried and going through trying times. Our people are in need of policies, interventions, and leaders that can provide solutions to the challenges of security, unemployment, rising cost of energy, food, and other essential items,
for living decent lives. Africa and the world need a strong and smart Nigeria that can provide the leadership that will help sustain institutions capable of promoting collaboration in areas of security, innovation, trade, investment, and defense of our democracy. Our young people need a skilled, safe, and enabling country that will allow them to realize their desire to be educated, employed, and deploy their entrepreneurial and creative skills. They need to be able to go around Nigeria to take advantage of our potentials and make the best of the best and fulfill their ambitions. I therefore appeal to every one of us here to join hands with all of us for us to have a very successful convention that will usher in a very strong leadership that will be forward-looking, that will provide the enabling environment and a democratic platform for every aspirant to aspire and for every Nigerian to be proud of. So I thank the organizers of this convention, particularly under the able leadership of the chairman of the Convention Planning Committee, Governor of Adamawa State, Omar Ahmadu Fintiri, and our colleague, Governor Diri and Governor Sheyi Makinde, and all other members of the Convention Planning Committee for a job well done. I assure you that the governors of the PDP, 13 of us, are determined in working together and ensuring that we have not only a stable PDP, but we rescue Nigeria collectively and together with the rest leaders. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. PDP! PDP! Power! God bless you.
PDP! PDP!
Power to the people! At this juncture, we're calling on the chairman of the National Assembly Caucus, Senator Enyine Abaribe. We are calling on the chairman of the National Assembly Caucus, Senator Enyine Abaribe. While we are waiting his arrival to the podium, we want His Excellency the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, to get ready. Senator Enyine Abaribe, we want you here at the podium. While we are waiting your arrival, we are calling on Riches, one of the PDP official singers, to come up to the stage to perform. Riches.
PDP leaders, rescue Nigeria. Nigeria is calling on you. They are on heads or heads. Save her soul. Riches, 1990. They rule. We know they suffer. We know they hunger. We they see better, too much better. Who get the power? Who get the power? Who get the power? Hey, who get the power? Obasanjo, Jonathan, Atiku, Saraki, Hobi, Sambo, hey, Bintiri, PDP change the change. Win again.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you very much. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Riches. Thank you, Riches. Thank you. On behalf of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we have the Senate Minority Leader. At the same time with members of House of Representative leadership, Senator Eyinaya Baribe and Right Honorable Ndudu Elumelu are all here on behalf of the National Assembly, together with National Assembly members. Made in Abasa.
Thank you, sir. How are we going to do it? Your Excellencies, our leaders of the party, the biggest party in the world, the People's Democratic Party, the former Vice President, the acting chairman, the chairman of the BOT, the Excellencies, the governors, my colleagues of the National Assembly, and all our leaders here present, we bring greetings from the National Assembly. And on behalf of our members of the Minority Caucus in the National Assembly, both in the Senate and in the House, we want to welcome you, all of you who have traveled from all over this country to come to this convention. Today, millions of Nigerians are following the proceedings here because they are anxiously waiting for the outcome of our national convention, because they are yearning for freedom and they want to go away from the oppressive policies of the APC. They want to go away from the incompetence of the APC. They want to go away from the cold-blooded, arrogant, treasury-looting, and anti-people all-progressive Congress, so that we can have our country back. So we want to welcome you because it is now time to rescue Nigeria. Leaders of our party and Nigerians, we have known that in the past years, what we have seen are the gory tales of difficulties all over this country. And today, our people are saying no more to all the problems that we're having from the APC. Today, we have seen in the last 6 years suppression of our citizens, widespread and extrajudicial killings, state-backed brutality, and clamp down on dissenting voices within this country. Today, what we are seeing from the APC-led government is systemic injustice that has led us to have sectional agitations everywhere that threaten the corporate existence of Nigeria. As we address you today as a minority caucus, the APC administration is helpless and cannot do anything for innocent and defenseless Nigerians as they are being killed day in and day out. This government, this clueless government of APC, is doing nothing but continue to find excuses and gloat as bandits take over our highways, as terrorists plunder our communities, and innocent school children are used as bait and kidnapped for ransom within the corporate country of Nigeria. On the economy, the APC leaders have continued to pillage our economy. They have wrecked our national treasury, and the very beautiful country and the country that we handed over to them in 2015, they have utterly destroyed it. So we are going to take our country back. Today, millions of our youths are denied of opportunities to engage in their creative minds in fruitful ventures. When the youths go ahead and demand their rights, they are brutalized, they are branded, and they are harassed, and they call all manners of things. The APC government has deprived our citizens of over 80 million Nigerians, according to official figures, any daily meal that they can get, and therefore have turned our country into the poverty capital of the world. And we say no more for APC, no more for poverty in Nigeria, because PDP is coming. The APC, when they came to power, came through propaganda. They came through deceit. They came through false promises. They paraded as saints. But today, are they saints? Today, are they good people? Today, don't we know who they are? We know them as looters of our economy and people who have totally destroyed this economy. When we handed over in 2015, we handed over with dollar at 160. Today, dollar is at 500 and going towards 600 naira a dollar. Is that good? And so, as lawmakers, we want to restate to you our unalloyed commitment towards making sure that we, under the banner of our party and the new leadership that we are going to elect today, make sure that we have an emerging Nigeria that will lead us to the promised land come 2023. I want to thank my colleagues here with me, the minority leader of the House of Rep, Right Honorable Ondode Elumelu, and the principal officers of the National Assembly with me, Emmanuel Boacha, Gabriel Suswan, and the main Oga that we have with us here, the former Deputy Senate President, Iko Handibo. We want to thank you and thank the National Working Committee and the PDP governors and everybody. Oh, and everyone, Boma, you are here. And the minority deputy leader, Toby. And all our colleagues who are sitting in the various pavilions, we want to greet you and say, PDP! It will be well with Nigeria. And Nigeria will go forward. And we are going to, as PDP, rescue this country and give it back to the people. PDP, power to the people.
Please, we are requesting. Before the former Vice President comes, we want to invite motions for adoption of Congresses and also for the elections before the former Vice President comes. So we have Senator Eyine Baribe here. We want Right Honorable Gideon Gwani to also come. For that of Congresses, we invite the former governor of Benue State and a member of the Ninth Assembly, His Excellency Gabriel Suswan, and Right Honorable Ndidi Elumelu to move these motions. His Excellency.
PDP! PDP! Your Excellencies, the former Vice President, governors of our state, Chairman of Convention, distinguished delegates, distinguished observers, my name is Dr. Gabriel Suswam, representing the good people of Benue Northeast Senatorial District of Benue. I'm here to move a motion for the adoption of all the congresses that were conducted before now by the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria. And so I move that this Congress, this convention, adopt all the congresses that have been previously conducted by this party, adopt it for the purpose of legalizing the congresses by this convention. Distinguished Excellencies, I so move.
PDP! PDP! Power to the people! I remain Honorable Ndudi Godwin Elwelu, and I represent the good people of Anyocho Shimli Federal Constituency. I'm from Delta State, and also the minority leader of the House of Representatives. I move to second the motion as moved by Senator Gabriel Suswan, that we do adopt all the congresses held across the 36 states, including FCT. I so second. Thank you.
Convention delegates, a motion has been moved and seconded that all the congresses conducted by our great party, the PDP, across all the 36 states of the Federation and FCT be adopted as moved. Supported? Those against it say nay. The ayes have it. All the congresses conducted by our great party across the 36 states and FCT has been here ratified by this great convention of PDP. Thank you very much.
Distinguished Your Excellencies, distinguished delegates, all protocols respectfully observed. We are now set for a goodwill message from His Excellency, a former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, earlier on to Akin Adamawa, now Wazirin Adamawa, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. To jama'a a daidai wannan lokaci akwai jawabi na musamman daga wajen Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Wazirin Adamawa, tsohon mataimakin shugaban ƙasa na Najeriya, kuma jigo a jam'iyyar mu ta PDP. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. To jama'a saurara. To Alhaji Atiku Abubakar yana gaisawa da jama'a. Okay, to yayi a saurara, please. Okay, DJ is all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Put your hands together and let's welcome Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Da Allah a daina kiɗa. Those who are on with the drums, let's keep the drums silent as we listen to His Excellency.
you, Your Excellency, the acting chairman of our great party, the chairman of BOT, Your Excellencies, our governors, very hard-working governors, the best governors we have seen so far, leaders of our great party, most distinguished delegates of our great party, it is, as always, a great honor and privilege to address you on this auspicious occasion of the National Convention of our great party, the People's Democratic Party. I give special appreciation and gratitude to the Almighty God, who by His special mercy and grace has granted us the opportunity to meet here today again at this convention to serve our party, to shape its political future for the benefit of all Nigerians. Today, our country is going through the most trying, difficult period of its existence. I can tell you, I am 70 years plus, but I have never seen this country in such a very bad shape, so disunited, so much unemployment, so much insecurity in its history. Beset by economic, social, and security challenges in all corners, along with the lingering tensions arising from questions surrounding the very nature of our corporate existence as a nation, Nigeria is at the edge of precipice because of the lackluster performance, complacency, and heedlessness of successive administrations, and culminating in the gross failures of this APC-led government. As we ruminate here about the intractable problems of our great country, nation, I ask you to please consider this. We have a chance now. We have a chance now. We have a chance to set the ship of the right course. We have a chance to atone for the mistakes of past leaderships and our collective past mistakes. We have a chance to unite the country on a march towards greatness, to achieve and exceed the dreams of our founding fathers who fought for independence so many years ago. A chance to seize the opportunity to steer our country towards its rightful position amongst the Committee of Nations. We can save ourselves, we can save the party, and we can save Nigeria together. We had our differences, and we will surely face many daunting challenges along the way. But we can face and overcome anything if we could only join hands and work together on this noble cause. The PDP is not perfect. As humans, none of us is perfect. But we continue to work every day to learn from and correct our mistakes. The APC has proven itself to be ill-equipped to lead the nation. They have shown themselves to be corrupt, in fact, the most corrupt, sectional, and divisive party that was never prepared to lead this country and never even had an idea of what it took to lead a diverse, dynamic, multi-ethnic, and multi-religious country like Nigeria. The responsibility, therefore, falls on us to step in to arrest the downward spiral of the Nigerian nation and save the country from even greater calamities. This is our collective responsibility. We must set aside our differences. we must bring forth our brightest lights and position themselves to rescue, restore, and rebuild the foundation that will usher in prosperity, decency, security, economic growth, reduce unemployment, and dignity of our country. I am therefore appealing to members of our great party and to all Nigerians to shun our past differences, to set aside political machinations and scheming, and to focus and wrestle in power from the APC. Do you promise we are going to drive away APC? Thank you. The party that has comprehensively failed Nigerians for the past 6 years. This time is a critical juncture for us as politicians to work together to return Nigeria to the path of growth and development. The unity of key players in the PDP is an extension of the unity of Nigeria. I believe we should return the focus of the party and the country to competence. I believe we should gather our technocrats, our greatest minds from across the globe, to join us in charting the way forward for the party and the country. We must develop for the country a system that reduces the focus on tribal and religious affiliations and instead focus on the competence, ability, and merit. Nigerians from all walks of life are witnesses to the fact that the PDP, with all its flaws, has sought to provide these things, and they will bear witness to our willingness to learn from our mistakes. The PDP provided focused leadership through institutional sectoral reforms. The PDP was able to tame inflation at single digit, maintain a price stability regime that spurred economic growth, that placed Nigeria as the #1 foreign direct investment destination in Africa and Africa's biggest economy. PDP did all that. We should endeavor to recollect our history, our willingness to build bridges and coalitions, and employ the best minds to achieve our collective goal. I call on all of us today, let us make the right choice. And what is the right choice? What is the right choice? Let us choose a path that will leave a glorious legacy for the future of our generations of Nigerians. The decisions we take today will determine the future of trajectory of our party and our beloved country. We can't afford to fail, and we will not fail, and we will all put our hands together with sincerity of purpose to rescue our great country, Nigeria. PDP! 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 Power! Power to the people! Power to the people! Power to the people! God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. To jama'a da Allah a saurara. A yi hakuri kaɗan. That was a speech by His Excellency Wazirin Adamawa Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, a former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Madam Chinwe Norom, what would you say again?
Amazing speech indeed by the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and 2019 PDP presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Grand Commander of the Order of Niger, Waziri Adamawa. PDP! PDP!
Thank you so very much. From the look of things, the speeches by our leaders, have injected the needed tonic that will kick us in to continue with this convention with the power, with the energy that we require to take us through the night. Is that so? PDP! PDP! Power! Kai, nagaba-gaba nan ne kawai kuke ce PDP din nan. Muna son mu ji wannan gaba ɗaya wannan zauren ta amsa. PDP! Power! Power! Yawa, yanzu na ji magana.
Thank you, Ladan. Thank you very much. The 2021 National Convention will be taking its second motion. To move this motion is a motion for elections. We invite the Senate Minority Leader, the former Deputy Governor of Abia State, His Excellency Senator Enyinnea Abaribe, and the Deputy Minority Leader of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Gideon Gwani, to move this motion. Senator, sir. Motion for election is going to be moved now. PDP! Power to the people! Thank you very much.
All right. PDP! I, Senator Enyinnea Hakot Abaribe, Minority Leader of the Senate and Senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, hereby move a motion that elections be now conducted for the new officers of the People's Democratic Party in this our convention 2021. I so move.
PDP! I, Honorable Gideon Gwani, I represent the good people of Kaura in Kaduna State, Federal Constituency, and by the grace of God, I am the minority whip in the House of Representatives. I stand before you to second the motion ably moved by the Senate Minority Leader that this election should commence. I so move.
Thank you very much. We will invite. Yes. We invite the chairman of the 2021 National Convention, who also is doubling as the chairman of the Electoral Committee for this convention, the Governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Umaru Fintri, please. The Deputy Governor of the Deputy Chairman of the Convention Committee, who happens to be the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, will be calling for the adoption of this motion. Your Excellency, sir. You didn't tell me. I thought it was the one.
Motion ably moved and seconded. I therefore put the question. Those in support of the motion say aye. And those against it say nay. The ayes have it and the nays are not here.